right, what's up, YouTube? This is the Take 5 podcast. I'm Aaron Action.
I'm Trex Nasty.
I'm Dustin.
And I'm Rosie.
Hey, today's topic is top 5 debut albums, any genre. All right, Rosie, any drama. What'd you have for number 5?
I really, since it's any genre, I really couldn't put numbers on anything. So
I get that.
Same.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go with I'm gonna say 4 and the Southern Circus because I couldn't really pick a number. So he doesn't really go by Hank, but I'll say 4 in the Southern Circus. So Coleman Williams and the Southern Circus. Or and the Strange Band, sorry. The album is Southern Circus.
It's something I don't even know.
I'll be honest, I don't either. Is that
It's new. It's new. It just came out like a couple
right
months
on.
ago. Sorry.
We'll have to check it out. All right, Dustin. Well,
4.
did you have something else, Rosie?
4. Sorry.
4.
That's what he goes by. He goes by
All right.
4.
All right, on. All right, Dustin, what was your number 5?
well, my number 5? Like you said, I'll go something a little different than what I've done on here so far. Is I know you know this, but another, my musical taste touch on a few different things, and one of the things that I've loved as much as I do like what we call the hair band era stuff is New York hardcore. So my number 5 is, to me, the hardcore Bible, man. It's Cro-Mag's Age of Coral.
Yeah, you sweat that.
It was the late 80s. They had a video for the song We Gotta Know, and I remember seeing that and how insane it was. And like, I was like, these short-haired, like, bald dudes, like, and just the insanity of the, slamming and stage diving, like, it perked my interest. In 8th grade, we had a teacher that came in for a computer class, and he was young. He was like 21 or 22, and I was into skateboarding then, and he was. So we found a common denominator on that, and I kind of told him about some of the bands I liked at the time, and at that time too, I was starting to get into thrash. And he was like, well, I got a couple bands you need to check out. So he made me on cassette a copy of The Age of Quarrel and Agnostic Front Cause for Alarm.
Nice.
So that's where my love for New York hardcore started.
Yeah, I was going through a lot of those bands for like, honorable mentions too. But all right, Trex, what'd you have for number 5?
All right, mine's totally back to the ordinary glam. Vixen, 1988.
Oh, okay.
Title.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I seen the Edge of a Broken Heart video, I was hooked. Here's a fact though. They were the band Diaper Rash in 1984 movie. One of mine and Aaron's favorite, Hard Bodies.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And whatever you do, don't start crying.
All right. Mine's kind of predictable too, but my number 5, Madam X, We Reserve the Right, 1984. Couple of my favorite songs in there is Come On, Come All and We Want Rock. I remember seeing the video for in high school on Headbangers Ball or something. It might even been before Headbangers Ball, like Metal Shop or something. And I remember like there's like a little midget in the video, and the teacher pulls him by his ear, and his ear stretches all the way across the room. And as a 10-year-old kid, it's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. And I love the song. So I remember going to the mall and seeing this album, and I still have the actual vinyl album after all these years. I got it signed and everything now. But yeah, that's my number 5. All right, Rosie, number 4.
Number 4, let's go with Hole, Pretty on the Inside.
Nice. Yeah. I was
you know, I love that whole Riot Girl, female fronted era.
Which
You know,
we'll be talking about soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like our yeah.
so yeah, I love that whole L7 and
Yeah, I like L7.
Land era. So
Yeah.
that was definitely a life-changing era for me. I did the whole baby powder on my face and the lipstick smears, and so I loved that whole era.
I remember seeing Hole in L7 the same week at the Newport.
I was there
Nice.
for those shows, and
Little Francis Bean up on stage. Remember that?
yeah,
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. All right, Dustin, what was your number 4?
Number 4, I guess I'm going back to the rock and roll stuff. The first Circus of Power record.
Nice. Yeah, that's on my honorable mentions. Yes, great record.
And I forgot how amazing it was because, you know, it was just the past 3-4 years ago that I kind of came full circle back to, like, I mean, always love, you know, you and I especially always talking about, you know, stuff we loved in the late 80s, early 90s, but I kind of came back full circle with my love for it 3-4 years ago. And I forgot how amazing that album is.
Yeah.
Every song on it, really. I mean, and some of them are different in other ways, which is awesome. But the one for me on it is the song "Heart Attack."
Oh yeah.
There's a guitar riff in that. Well, that's one off that record for me.
And what was so good about them? I mean, they were at that time they were so different. I mean, like I remember seeing the Headbangers Ball. I'm like, man, these dudes are like they're different, you know.
I agree, and that's where it reeled my interest because, I mean, honestly, I was never, as much as we talk about the hair band era, you know, you guys call it glam, which I don't disagree with, or we call it Sunset Strip era, whatever. I wasn't into most of the hair and makeup bands. I was into like the rock. Not to say I didn't like some of those bands musically.
Yeah.
But Circus of Power was rock and roll as fuck from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they did
Attitude. Yeah, they were. Yeah. And they're still
good.
Yeah.
When grunge come out, Aaron always said the Circus of Power was grunge before grunge.
Yeah, they had that grunge sound back in the 80s, I thought.
And I don't disagree with that. And that's where I think a lot of confusion, dare I say confusion, with that third album they did called Magic and Madness.
Yeah.
Which Jerry Cantrell had something to do with. And they Circus of Power had also switched to, I'm pretty sure it was Columbia Records, and that's what Alice in Chains was on, and had switched to, I'm sorry, Circus of Power switched to Columbia Records, I believe, and Alice in Chains was also on Columbia. So I think that's where the tie-in there was. But then trying to like accept them as a grunge band, it's like we're not a grunge band though.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't really say they're a grunge band, but they had
and
that sound.
I didn't think you were saying that.
I mean, but they had that sound way before, you know, that was actually a scene. You know, like I remember telling Trex, I mean, yeah, they'd done this shit like, you know, 4 years before that, you know.
Yeah.
And when we seen them on that third album, they were pretty good live.
Yeah,
they opened up for Grunt Truck on that album.
No, Grunt Truck opened up for them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Trex, what's your number 4?
Dangerous Toys.
Oh, fuck yeah.
1989.
Yeah.
I enjoyed them as soon as I heard Teasin' Pleasin'.
Yeah.
Scared was a tribute to Alice Cooper. I remember Aaron bought this tape and made me a copy. It was great to listen to, so don't take me drunk.
Yeah,
every song on that album was good.
Yeah, I didn't like it back then. That grew on me later. But yeah, that's an honorable mention. That's a good record.
Yeah.
I like his voice.
Yeah. All right, my next couple, I'm afraid somebody else might have, but fuck it, it's my list.
Yeah.
Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love, 1981.
Great album.
Definitely have that as an honorable mention. In the event no one did mention it.
Yeah, Starry Eyes, On With the Show. Man, like,
Yeah.
now
Enemy #1.
when I went to see, I got into Shout the Devil first. Was the first Motley Crue record I heard, so I had to go back. And after hearing Shout the Devil and hearing Too Fast for Love, I was like, is this even the same band? You know what I mean? It sounded, everything sounded different. But then realized it's a masterpiece, man. It's such a great record. It never gets old 40 years later, man.
100%.
All right, Rosie, what's your number 3?
So here was my dilemma. So I know that, Aaron, you know me for hair bands.
Mhm.
And well, Dustin, Dustin and I go way back to hardcore bands, and Aaron, you didn't even know until recently that Dustin and I knew each other.
Yeah. I was part of that scene too, so
I was trying to make sure that I didn't go back to a lot of the same bands that I thought either of you would take back. And I wanted to make sure that we didn't do either of the same crisscrossing bands. So I'm going to go to Shooter Jennings.
nice.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Put the O back in country.
I wasn't expecting that one. Now that's
Me either.
I like Shooter Jennings. Like, man, I like Hank Williams III. I like all that stuff.
My back piece on my whole back piece is dedicated to Hank III. So
Nice. Yeah.
So
See,
I was trying to not do the same thing that the rest of you.
No, that's totally cool. Like, so I have a lot of honorable mentions that's kind of out there. Now, see, I like Hank's second CD better, so that's why I didn't have him on my list. But his second album was way better than his debut.
Yeah. So.
All right, Dustin.
I love him.
Go ahead, Rosie.
I love him, so I thought I'd go there.
That's a good pick, though. All right, Dustin, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is a band we talked about before in a previous episode. But this is an opportunity to talk about the album. Is the first Junkyard record. That fucking album smokes, man. I mean, it's every bit rock and roll. It's every bit boogie woogie. It's Ted Nugent meets ZZ Top. It's got unique vocals. I mean, his vocal style is different, man.
Yeah.
I mean, not like different like Jason from Dangerous Toys, but and that was another one, man. I'll be real honest. I forgot about Junkyard for years. Like, I would hear the Hollywood song here and there.
Yeah.
But back to, like I said, when I come full circle back to, this love of rock and roll 3 or 4 years ago, when I forgot how awesome that album was also, man. The first Junkyard record. I mean, you got, it's the same old recipe. You got punk rock dudes, Brian Baker playing guitar, Chris Gates was, doing Big Boys back in Texas, like, and then they, meet up and do the LA thing and have a rock and roll band.
Yeah, no, that is a good pick. I had a feeling that'd be on your list. But yeah, that is a good pick.
Yeah.
All right, Trex, what's your number 3?
All right. Kind of predictable. Nice song, Cinderella.
Yeah.
1986.
Yeah, honorable mention. We knew somebody's going to have
This
it.
album came out.
Yeah.
I knew Trex was going to have it.
Yeah. I am a diehard Cinderella fan.
Yeah. And in my opinion, I think that album's different
That
from all
was the
these.
heaviest.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's solid record, man.
Yeah. Trex, anything else on Cinderella?
Well, just I still remember, I still to this day, love that album. Like, that's my all-time favorite album because that's the one I actually like almost every song on it. And
Well, I do like every song on it.
Yeah.
only
I
once
don't-
around the ride, man.
Yeah. All right, my number 3, Mr. Predictable again. Faster Pussycat, 1987.
Yep.
Don't Change That Song and Shooting You Down is like two of my favorites on there. Like, I'm sorry, man. They just can't go wrong in my book, man. No matter what they do, they're still a fun band to see live. You know, Tammy's a great front man. Like, they're so good.
You love your Faster Pussycat.
I love my Faster Pussycat.
Tell me about it. I know this since 7th grade.
Yeah, we already told that story, Trex.
Yeah, I
know. All right, Rosie. Well, what's your number 2?
This will come to no surprise to anybody, but I'm gonna go with Kiss's debut album.
Oh, that's so out of character for you, yeah.
Well, see, I thought it'd be your number 1.
Yeah. But
yes, I know. You guys are just shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing album, another amazing, still classics that they play to this day on it.
I have no other words because I know nobody is shocked. So there's nothing for me to say.
Okay,
album with the only song I like. Strutter.
Which one?
Strutter. Strutter is what I have written down.
That's the only Kiss song I really like.
I got to mention the one off that album that I think is amazing, and a lot of it is to do with Paul Stanley's vocals in it, is 100,000 Years.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the whole album is honestly its masterpiece. And I can say the earlier the Kiss was, the better Kiss was.
Don't disagree with that.
And the further it got along, yeah. So, but I think that when I sent Aaron a picture earlier, I think it even said that Strutter was the song that.
Yeah. Yeah, you cheated. You blew a secret. You're as bad as Dustin. Dustin's always telling me, "Oh, you know what my number 1 is?" Like, wait till the show.
Well, I got to mention one more off. If we're gonna talk Strutter, we got to talk Deuce.
But Deuce is so good.
Deuce is good. Yeah, I like that one.
Deuce is the song for me because I'm the scumbag dude 10 years ago that was wanting the Deuce, so.
Well, I mean, we could do a whole nother episode on Kiss other than the one that was done with Sam.
We can do that. We'll work on something.
And we can bring Sam back on.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Yeah. Seriously, you guys come up with something and we'll do it. All right, Rosie?
You tell me,
All right. Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Well, I'd be down for any Kiss-related topic.
Sure. Well, yeah. Dustin, I'm for any.
Yeah.
All right, Dustin, what you have for number 2?
Number 2 is, if anyone remembers, I made a bold statement about this album. In my opinion, one of the most underrated albums in rock music history. The Four Horsemen, Nobody Said It Was Easy.
Oh, yeah. That is a great record, man.
Yeah. And it should have, it should have done so much more than what it did.
Yeah.
It really should have. Their style, man, everything about it.
I love the vocals, man.
The vocals.
Yeah, vocals were awesome.
They should have, I wish, man, they had been this band that, like, carried on beyond the grunge shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a local band here in Columbus that would actually do Nobody Said It Was Easy, like on their live set, which was.
Do you remember what band?
Oh man, I'll have to get back with you on that. Like, I think they opened up for like Bang Tango or something. Like, I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, but it was pretty fucking good, man.
And it surprises me when people beyond who, we know, like, that knows that record. I'm like, all right, let's talk.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, Trex, what was your number 2?
All right, another no surprise. Look what the cat dragged in 1986.
Yeah, that's honorable mention.
But I gotta admit, this band lost its luster after that album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I did like that album, and I don't hate them. Never hated them, but that album, in my opinion, is
Yeah.
good shit.
Cry Tough is my shit.
But not many albums can top this album as a debut.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. All right. My number 2, time to change it up a bit. Ramones self-titled. What? You don't like the Ramones? You're fired, Rosie. But some of my favorite songs. Now I'm going to sniff some glue. I don't go down to the basement. I got into this band late, like not until the Pet Sematary movie. And the first record I bought was Brain Drain, and I ended up going back, and now they're like one of my favorite bands ever. So you mean you don't want to be on with Jimmy Mess from Midnight Devils doing Ramones songs? Ah.
No,
Ramones
she
are
was the
so good.
Uncle Sam for Kiss.
Well, I just don't know enough of their stuff. And I
Yeah.
never hated on them. I just don't think I wouldn't be good at that.
I mean, they invented like a whole new style of music, man. It's, they're so good. All right, well, Rosie, you look disgusted. Tell us what your number 1 is then. Ramones, yeah.
So my 10-year-old loves the Ramones.
See,
Huh?
these are 10-year-old knows.
Did you ground him for listening?
No, never. But I will say that I will give my number 1 spot to the Midnight Devils.
I agree.
Yep, that is a good record. No, that is a good record.
We've been
And
live.
I'm not bullshitting. It's right here.
Oh yeah, it is a good record. I'm not gonna lie.
The
Yeah.
Midnight Devils, Something Bigger, is on my number 1 fucking spot.
That's awesome. Somebody recognizing a newer band.
Yeah, that is.
Well, last night on Betsy, I mentioned him as an honorable mention as a front man, entertaining front man, because he is.
Yeah.
As much as I like to consider them my friends, Sam is a really fucking good front man.
He
Oh, for
is.
sure. Yeah. They're a blast to see
He
live.
blew us away when we first saw them.
Their first album, as far as a debut goes, it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
I tried to look at it from an unbiased eye.
Yeah.
And Dustin, you can admit also, like, I know a lot of fucking bands.
Yeah, definitely.
And Aaron, I know a lot of fucking bands too. You've seen me work with a lot of fucking bands over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not saying you're being biased, man. It's a good pick. Yeah.
No, I'm mad cool that you picked that. Yeah, definitely.
And the Midnight Devils, their debut album is killer.
Because you even said on the one episode that you like the debut better than the new one.
I do.
Yeah.
I really do.
So yeah, I mean that's cool. All right, Dustin, let's hear it. I know what it is. Let's hear it.
I know you know it. This is and I'm surprised. I know why you haven't said it yet, but this is a tie, will be the all-time tie for me in my life. Either number 1 or 2 favorite record for me of all time. So, and it happens to be their debut record. Changed the game. Changed the motherfucking game. Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction.
What?
What?
You swerved me, Dustin. You swerved me.
What?
Change the fucking game.
That was awesome, Dustin. All right. But yeah, I agree, but that's not what I thought you were going to say. But yeah. All right.
What did you think I was going to say?
You'll find out here in a second.
Okay.
All right. Trex, what's your number 1?
Well, I've said this a lot on other episodes, but I can't deny it. Brittany Fox, 1988,
All
self-titled.
right.
Yeah, that was good. I know you always like that one.
Yep, I was hooked after Long Way to Love, and then Girls School, then the patriotic song in America, and Goodbye to Jane was like one of the few covers that I actually liked. You didn't
Okay.
like that album, Rosie?
I like Brittany Fox. I'm still having palpitations from Dustin's. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You're not a Guns N' Roses fan?
I am.
Oh,
I am. I'm just in shock.
well,
That
I am
does
too
make it.
because after I tell you what my number one is, I thought he was going to say it. So we even discussed this like today. My number one, Life of Agony, River Runs Red.
Yes, I was expecting like Life of Agony or Sick of It All. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
the life, it was, it was going to be in mine, but I was going to give you that one because
Yeah.
I know why.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, that album came out in '93. A couple of my favorite songs is Respect and Through and Through. This album came out at the right time in my life. It was a pretty low point. I was going through a divorce during this, and this album has literally saved my life multiple times. Like, seriously, someone who deals with a mental illness, this album still affects me 30 years later. It's the greatest album ever written, in my opinion. If I could listen to one album the rest of my life, this would be it. But with that being said, I could be in a great mood. If I put it on, I'll be depressed because it's so, man, I just feel it, man.
Yeah.
The outro where he kills himself. Oh man, when I first heard that, dude, it gave me the chills, man. It's like, yeah, this album changed my life like big time.
I feel you, man.
Yeah, I mean it's fucking amazing, man. Nothing will ever top that album, in my opinion.
yeah, I remember when you first got into him.
Yeah,
You saw him when Ben's band opened up for him.
yeah, and Jones.
Yeah.
All right, Rose, you got some honorable mentions?
Well, obviously, I'm gonna say, Vinnie Vincent Invasion.
I had that.
Yeah, that
And
record is so wild.
Yeah, it is.
So wild, man.
and I will say keep your ears open for some future endeavors with that. And
Uh-oh. Breaking news. Uh-oh.
and,
I'm ready for it.
and Fraley's Comet.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Did I tell you, Trex? I knew she was going to mention those, but those are both really good records.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously, I'm gonna.
Yeah. No, I mean, but yeah, those are good. I had both of those.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
good anyway, but
And I prefer Fraley over Kiss.
so
Oh,
Fraley's
that's
Comet
crazy.
album was the whole because I'm younger than you guys, so me seeing Fraley's Comet album in a pawn
Shots
shop is
fired.
actually why I figured out that Kiss was no longer the original 4 members. So that album has actually specific extra significance to me. And then I would say those are probably my main debut album.
Destin?
I have a few also. The first one I'll go with did originally hit my top 5, and I moved it to an honorable mention because I thought for sure somebody else was going to have it. The first Danzig record.
Yeah. That's on my
Yeah.
honorable mention.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
honorable mention.
I didn't have that.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely
First
had that.
Danzig.
Yeah.
And that record, man, I remember when that came out in the videos, I was like legit spooked out by that shit.
Yeah,
And
that
that
was.
might be stupid to say, and I knew of the history of Misfits and Sam Hain, but I didn't know what I know now, of course. But
Yeah.
yeah, that first Danzig, man. Another honorable mention, and this is something different. So once again, one of the, styles or whatever that I've always been into is a band that came from the Venice, California suicidal scene, who I went and saw about 6 years ago in San Diego. Is Excel. Split Image was their debut album. And that came out actually on Suicidal Records in 87 or 88. It's a real crossover style, but very distinct what I associate with like a California sound, very suicidal sound. So that's another honorable mention of mine.
Well, see, I had Suicidal's debut.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that was on mine.
Yeah.
I figured it was going to be Austin's.
The Suicidal, yeah, I see like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Excel record, it's fucking rad. A couple others I have that I'm surprised no one said is Tesla, Mechanical Resonance.
I had it. I had it for honorable mention.
And the first Wasp.
I had that as honorable mention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
I can't wait to see them next month.
Yeah.
Tesla.
Wasp. Well, I'm supposed to see Wasp and Tesla both in the next couple of weeks. I don't know, month or so.
Yeah, I'm going to Wasp at King of Clubs in November. All right, Trex, you have any?
Oh yeah. Holy Diver from Dio, 1983.
Yeah.
And Black and Blue, self-titled, 1984.
Oh,
It could have been on my Hollywood.
Yeah.
Rat Out of Cellar, 1984.
Yeah.
That should have been in your number one.
I changed it.
Yeah, you see that.
It was too predictable.
Yeah.
Typo Negative, Slow, Deep, and Hard, 1991. I was big into Typo Negative.
Yeah.
And here's one that will throw you two off, but not Aaron. Four Non Blondes. Bigger, Better, Faster, and More.
Yes! That was such a good album.
I got a couple
I love that album.
Vision of Disorder, self-titled.
What was it?
The Vision of Disorder.
Oh, Vision.
Why? I didn't do the EP. I did the Vision of Disorder album.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rancid, self-titled. You don't like Rancid?
All right.
Here's one Trex is gonna hate. The Darkness.
Darkness. I knew it. God.
Oh, they were
Damn,
on the last,
would love
was
that.
it the last Kiss Cruise?
Oh, they are so good.
So horrible.
No. That album
His
is so
voice
good.
is just so bad.
No, I can't believe nobody said Pretty Boy Floyd. Yeah.
I try to be non-predictable. Here's my Rancid fan. Ramones fan.
Uh-oh. Hey, what's up? Ramon. Hi, Ramones fan.
That's Alistair.
All right, here's one I can't believe Dustin didn't say. Scarhead. Kings of Crime.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
You might have any other ones? I have a shitload of them.
Well, I mean, yeah, we all fucking could. I mean,
Yeah. Right?
yeah. I mean, shit. If we're gonna go keep, the
Morning Again. Fucking
first Killing Time record.
Yeah.
Bright Side.
Dashboard Confessional.
Downset. I love that first
Ringworm.
Downset record. All right, I'm about to throw you all off on this one. Doggy Style, Snoop Doggy Dogg. Hell yeah.
I worked at Media Play when that came out, bro, and we couldn't keep that shit in stock.
Yeah, because it's good.
Could not fucking keep it on the shelves.
All right, since we're on that one, what about Lords of Brooklyn? All in the Family. You like them, didn't you, Dustin?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're like hardcore kids, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to fuck you guys all up?
Yeah. What you got?
Hit it. I mean,
Y'all
you fucked me up with the Kiss album, but
No. Do you guys like Wu-Tang?
They're okay.
Don't hate on it. I respect it for what they.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. abomatomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically perform armed robberies. Mockery.
Oh yeah. Here's another one I can't believe nobody said. L.A. Guns, self-titled.
Oh yeah, I fucked up.
So
I thought
good.
you were gonna have it. Why I
Yeah.
didn't.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's one of my all-time favorite.
Yeah. You even got the shirt on and you forgot him.
Yeah, I'm wearing the fucking shirt. Yeah.
All
Well,
right,
I didn't say it because I thought someone would have had
That
him.
was one shirt, Dustin.
all right, Dustin. So I don't know if you were in this band or not, but it's still on the New York thing. Dog Eat Dog.
No, I did like them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And those dudes, the band before that, some of those dudes, Mucky Pup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some of the same
Monkey
dudes.
Pox?
Yeah, Mucky Pup.
Oh, Monkey Pump.
No,
Pup.
no.
Pup.
Mucky Pup. Mucky Pup.
All right, here's one that might surprise people. Sugar Ray, Lemonade and Brownies.
Yes.
Wait,
That
do you
album was-
remember when Sugar Ray, Mark McGrath, didn't he used to be like a straight edge kid?
I don't know.
that I'm not sure, but hey, we're almost out of time.
Okay.
Google him. I think he used to be like a straight edge hardcore kid.
I know he was a hardcore kid because that's Sugar Ray kind of started out more like, more kind of new metalish, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
no, I think he used to be a straight edge hardcore kid.
All right, we'll check it out. All right, we're out of time. 5 and out.
5 and out.